Welcome to this fun video about raising pigeons in China for meat production, in which we will discuss the history of raising pigeons in China, the types of pigeons designated for meat production, breeding and care techniques, even processing in one of the largest factories specialized in producing white meat, and the economics benefits of pigeon breeding. I hope you enjoy watching, and don't forget to support us by liking and subscribing. Thank you very much. The history of pigeon breeding in China goes back thousands of years. Pigeons were originally pets, but were eventually developed for meat production, to provide more food and meat for the billion Chinese people. In the 16th century, pigeons were introduced to Europe, where they also became pets and production animals. And China's pigeon breeding industry is expected to continue to grow in the coming years. This is due to the increased demand for meat in China and increased awareness of the benefits of pigeon farming as an economic and socially valuable activity. Pigeon meat has long been consumed in Asia, but on an industrial scale like this is only available in China. In this Chinese farm, 3 breeds of pigeons intended for consumption are raised, as follows. Chinese pigeon. This type is the most common in China. It is distinguished by its large size and tender meat. French pigeons. This species has beautiful white plumage. It is distinguished by its meat, which is rich in flavor. Italian pigeon. This species has black plumage. It is characterized by its tender meat and delicious taste. The first stage in raising pigeons is isolating the pairs in aluminum cages. Each cage is approximately 50 centimeters long and 60 centimeters wide. A plastic basket is placed inside each cage. The latter is very important, as pigeons use it to lay eggs, place young birds, and sleep. It is cleaned periodically every week, or changed in some cases. Pigeons are birds that reproduce easily, and can mate at any time of the year, but the main breeding season is in spring and summer. The breeding season lasts for 6 months, from January to June. Sometime after mating, the female lays 2 eggs. Then farm workers collect the eggs manually. After that, the eggs are transported to the hatching room, where workers then examine them, and exclude damaged eggs before placing them in huge incubators, that can hold about 10,000 eggs. After 16 to 18 days of incubation, the eggs begin to hatch. This process is very sensitive, so everything is monitored on a daily basis. After that, the chicks are transferred to be raised, and their raising is limited to male pigeons only, not females. It is also very common for males to raise chicks in nature. It is not an instinct, but male pigeons do a very good job. The young will live with the males until their feathers are complete. After the chicks reach about a month old, they are vaccinated with a special vaccine to prevent diseases. These farms are keen to provide balanced nutrition for pigeons, containing protein, carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals. Most pigeon food is grains, with corn representing the main ingredient by 50%, while the remaining 50% is a mixture of processed feed and other small grains, such as beans, buckwheat, lentils, and others. Pigeons eat several times a day, and to ensure good nutrition for this huge number of pigeons, this farm uses an efficient system which is a semi-automatic line. As for water supply, this farm adopts a smart drip system, providing water only when the pigeons want to drink. The pigeons must also be provided with a healthy environment free of diseases and infections. To ensure this farm adopts a semi-mechanical system for cleaning the cages, which is as follows. As for the pigeon harvest, it consists of two types. One is to harvest to sell the parental pairs to small farms, often purchasing pairs ready to lay eggs. The choice of parental pairs depends on two factors. Age. Pigeons reach sexual maturity at 5 to 7 months of age. Health. Pigeons must be in good health in order to reproduce. The second type is harvested for meat production. Pigeon meat processing standards vary from one manufacturer to another. All factories must adhere to China's food safety regulations. In the factory, workers hang pigeons in the processing line. This process begins with automated slaughter using electric shock machines. After that, the pigeons are carefully cleaned of feathers and entrails. The pigeons are then washed with cold water to get rid of any remaining blood or dirt. Followed by the cooling process, the bath is cooled quickly to prevent bacterial growth. Different cooling methods are used, such as air cooling or ice water cooling. After that, the pigeon is cut into different pieces depending on the type of final product to be manufactured. The pigeon may be cut into whole parts or into smaller pieces such as the breast, thighs, and wings. The pigeon meat is then packed in different packaging, such as plastic bags or transparent plastic containers,